Welcome to the April edition of Hazel's Heroes. Remember, Hazel's Heroes is a program that's jointly sponsored by the Hazel Park Lions Club and the Hazel Park School District to recognize outstanding elementary students. We've seen a number of students who find money, who help classmates, who help teachers, who do just a number of things in the school and community. And today we start out with Hazel's Heroes from Longfellow and from Roosevelt. I think I'm going to start down here with the Longfellow Hazel hero by the name of?
Linda.
Linda, what's your last name?
Williamson.
Linda Williamson. How old are you?
6.
And you're in what grade?
First.
Who's your teacher at Longfellow School?
Miss Gordato.
Miss Gordato. What do you guys do in first grade?
We do packets.
Packets? What are packets?
They're sheets with coloring pages and handwriting pages.
Okay. Tell me one thing that you've learned this year in first grade.
I've learned how to do math, and I've learned how to do
some reading?
Mm-hmm.
Very good. And you like school?
Yeah,
I'll bet you do. Well, tell me, why are you a Hazel hero?
because I do my work correctly, I help others, and I'm a good student. I never get no punches.
You never get any punches? What is a punch?
It's something, when you're bad, you get a punch.
Okay, how does the teacher punch you?
With, there's this little, punch, thing.
Little puncher that she punches on a piece of paper?
Mm-hmm.
How many punches do you get before you really get in trouble?
1, that's a warning.
And then 2, then what happens to you?
You can't go to centers.
Oh, okay. And you don't get any of those? Never in your whole life? No punches ever?
No.
That's really good. And you're a good helper to other students, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
And that's good. You just keep up the good work, okay? Glad to have you as a Hazel hero. Then we have a girl by the name of?
Brandy.
And your last name, Brandy.
Radcliffe.
And how old are you, Brandy?
11 and a half.
11 and a half. Almost 12. Almost going to junior high?
Mm-hmm.
Next year?
Yep.
Whereabouts will you be going to junior high, Brandy?
Hmm?
Whereabouts will you be going to junior high?
Churchill.
At Churchill. Why are you going to go to Churchill? That's in Royal Oak, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why would you go to Churchill?
I don't know. My mom's going to put me there.
Oh, you don't know for sure why. Whereabouts you go to school? At Roosevelt?
Mm-hmm.
And what grade are you in there?
5th.
You're in 5th grade?
Mm-hmm.
And Churchill's a middle school, right?
Right.
And I think one of the reasons that Brandy's going there is that Brandy's in a special class there, aren't you, at Roosevelt?
Yep.
What kind of class?
It's a class where nobody bothers you, and there's very small people.
Okay.
I mean, not small, but there's a very small group.
A small group of kids. Okay. So you'll be going on to Churchill probably next year. Your mom, I think you're going to have a meeting to help decide that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Tell me why you're a Hazel hero.
Because I help my classmates, and I'm a good student.
You're the oldest person in your class, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Close to it. And you have some of the other kids that need someone more adult-like to help them, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you're able to do that.
Yep.
And you're acting much more adult-like, more and more and more all the time, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Huh? Glad
Yes.
to have you here. Glad to have you helping out. Good luck when you go to furlough schools, okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Then we have somebody else from Roosevelt School.
Amanda Pava.
Amanda. How old are you, Amanda?
7.
7? What grade does that make you in?
1st.
First grade. And who's your teacher?
Miss House.
Okay, Mary Kay Ells, right? And what kind of things do you guys do in first grade?
We do handwriting papers, and we do math. And,
Reading?
yeah.
Do you get punches like Linda does?
No.
Or what happens? How does Mrs. Ells keep track of who's not doing the right thing?
She takes us to the office.
Oh, she takes you right down to see Mr. Park, right? Have you ever been down to see Mr. Park?
No.
Never, huh?
No.
That's really good. Why are you a Hazel hero?
Because I finish my work and I get tested on my and I go to study and I study my spelling tests.
Okay, so you do you do all the things that Mrs. L's asked you to do.
Mm-hmm.
And you even do some of the extra things that she doesn't even ask you to do, is what I hear. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, you keep that up, because you know if you try harder and you do more than you should, then you learn more, right?
Right.
Okay, that's really good. And our last hero from Roosevelt School, who was most anxious to come on here today. Hi,
Kendra Wall.
and your name is Kendra Wall. How old are you, Kendra?
9 and a half.
9 and a half. Well, that's important. And what grade are you in?
3rd,
And who's your teacher?
Miss Anderson.
Okay. What kind of things are you doing over at Roosevelt School in the 1st grade?
We do math, multiplication, division, reading, science,
Jim?
art, music.
Hey, do you like those?
Yeah.
Okay. What's your favorite subject?
Math.
Oh, yeah? Can you do that division and all that kind of stuff? That's pretty
Yes.
hard, isn't it?
Yeah, the first time you do it, but when you get used to it, it's easy.
Know all the multiplication tables?
No, not yet.
Not yet. Yeah, you're working on them? It really helps when you know them all, doesn't it?
Yes.
Okay, why are you a Hazel hero?
Because I help the other students and I finish my work on time and I have a big smile for everybody in the school and stuff.
Well, how
Yeah.
come you're so smiling?
Just like everyone.
You do?
Yeah.
How do you help other students? What do you help them do?
The multiplications and stuff.
Oh, so when some kids have trouble and they just need a little help, you're able to help them out while the teacher is doing other things.
Yeah.
Okay. Glad to have you in our district. Glad to have you helping out. Keep the big smile on your face. Okay, that's good. Looks like everybody here has got a smile on their face. We're really glad to have you here as Hazel Heroes. Okay? All right, this month we have 3 Hazel Heroes from Hoover School, and this looks like it's primarily all girls so far. No boy Hazel Heroes this month thus far. 2 groups we've had. No boys can be Hazel Hero. Hi. How are you? Good. Hi.
Hi.
What's your name?
Christina.
Christina? And your last name, Christina.
Tamari.
And how old are you?
7.5.
7 and a half? What grade are you in?
2nd,
Who's your teacher?
Miss Cox.
And you go to Hoover School? What kind of things fun things do you get to do at Hoover School? No fun things? What kind of awful things do you get to do at Hoover School?
SRAs.
What is an SRA?
It's something that you got 15 sentences and you have to pick the right word and you put it in the sentence.
Okay, so you find these words and you have to write sentences with them?
Mm-hmm.
And I guess you don't like to do that.
No, but I've done 65 of them.
You've done 65 different groups?
Mm-hmm.
And how many words in each group? More than one word?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so there's a lot of words,
Yeah.
and you have to make up all these sentences.
No. We got a little book and you copy out of the book.
I see. Wow. And you don't like doing that. But you do it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's good because it teaches you lots of stuff. Did you know that?
Yeah.
I'm sure that Mrs. Cox wouldn't have you do that if it didn't teach you lots of stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you like any part of school? Must be something that's fun.
Mm.
Do you like math?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have math in your class?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of tell me what you do each day in school. When you get there, what kind of things do you do?
We hang our coats up and then we sit down and then Miss Cox explains the work and then when she says we can begin, we can do our work.
Okay, so you start working. And then you break for lunch, and then you come back, and you do the same thing all over again? And you kind of work, right? Okay, that's what happens when you're in second grade. Why are you a Hazel hero?
Miss Clark said because I write good and because I help other students and because I help her too and because I done 65 heads a race.
Wow, and that's really good. And I understand you have beautiful handwriting. Is that what I heard? Why do you have such beautiful handwriting? Do you work really hard on it?
No.
Somebody in your house have the same handwriting as you?
No.
You just developed all by yourself, huh?
Mhm.
Well, you keep up the good work, okay? Because if you work hard, you're going to learn a lot. And you'll be a better student, and things will be easier for you, okay? All right. Hi.
Hi,
What's your name?
Melissa
And your last name?
Sinkwitz.
Melissa Sinkowitz? Okay. How old are you?
7.
7? Well, we got a lot of 7-year-olds today, too. What grade are you?
First,
And who's your teacher?
Miss Fonauer.
Oh, yeah? Do you only do work in her class? Or do you have some fun things that you do?
Fun.
Yeah? What do you do for fun? Tell me just one thing that you like to do.
Color.
You like to color? What's your favorite color?
Purple.
Oh, yeah? What have you colored purple lately? Anything? You haven't, huh? Do you color every day in Mrs. Foldenauer's class? Can you stay in the lines?
Hmm?
Do you stay inside the lines? That's what you're supposed to do, right? Have you worked with a computer? You haven't, not yet, huh? Okay. Tell me, why are you a Hazel hero?
Because I do my work nice and I write nice and
And you're helpful to your teacher, right? You help her when she needs help because she's working with other kids. That's really very good. You know, one of the important things is that we learn to be helpful to other people. And you know how to do that, don't you? And we really appreciate that, okay? You keep up the good work. And the last hero from Hoover School for April is
Andrea.
Andrea. And what's your last name, Andrea?
But Brian.
Okay, and how old are you?
7.
Boy, another 7-year-old. Who's your teacher?
Miss Foldenauer.
Oh, okay. You know that young lady over there? She's in your class, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. What is one thing that you like to do in school?
Color.
Color? And what is your favorite color?
Pink.
Pink? Okay. Is this a new dress for today? Boy, it's really fancy. Where'd you get this dress?
My grandma bought it.
Oh, yeah? Is she going to watch you on TV? She not. Where does your grandma live? In town here?
No.
Oh, she doesn't, so she won't be able to see you on TV. But you'll be able to tell her all about it, right? Okay. Any other thing that you like to do in Mrs. Foldenauer's class?
Yeah.
What?
Right.
Right. What kind of things do you guys write in her class?
We write sentences. And we write problems.
Uh-huh. So you do all those kind of things? Okay. Tell me, why are you a Hazel hero?
Because I help other people in the class. Because I do my work.
How do you help other people in the class?
Tell them what to do when they don't know what to do.
Otherwise, Mrs. Foldenauer is working with somebody and she doesn't have time to get to somebody right away, and she'll say, Andrea, can you help them out a little bit?
Yeah.
You go over there and listen to them and see. You're like a second teacher in the room? Huh?
Yeah.
Okay. We appreciate that. We appreciate all you guys. There you have it. Hazel's Heroes from Hoover Elementary School. Our last group of students come from United Oaks School in, is it Webster? Okay, we have one student from Webster. Okay, let's start with United Oaks, right? Your name is?
Rachel.
Rachel Shepard, right? How old are you, Rachel?
12.
Oh, so you're ready to go on to junior high, right? Are you ready? Are you afraid to go on to junior high? It's a scary thing to do.
No.
You're not. Have you been to Beecher before? Is that where you go, Beecher?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Have you been there before for anything?
Mm.
What kind of things have you been to over at Beecher?
My brother's open house.
Oh, so you went over there and looked around? What happens if you can't find your classes? That's scary. I remember doing that. I couldn't find out where I was going, and people took advantage of me. That's what happened. So, who's your teacher?
Miss Gibson.
Mrs. Gibson? And I understand that you're a student helper with Mrs. Mira. Is that true?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What kind of things do you do for Mrs. Mira? That's why you're a Hazel hero, right? What kind of things do you do?
Straighten rows, sharpen pencils, pass out papers, do patterns.
What's a pattern? You do patterns like what?
Projects. I trace them out.
Okay. She teaches first grade, is it? Okay, so sometimes the kids have to cut around patterns, and you copy all those patterns for everybody?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. What else do you do?
Sometimes if the class needs help right there, I staple papers.
Okay. So you do lots of stuff for her, right? When do you get a chance to work for Mrs. Mira?
After school.
After school, right after school you go down there? And what do you do when you first get there? What's your job?
Straighten rows, put up tabletop, sharpen pencils.
Okay. So you take care of all that kind of stuff. How long do you usually stay?
Till 5.
You stay until 5 o'clock every day? Every day?
No, not every day.
Just the days that Mrs. Mira stays till 5?
Mm-hmm.
Does she stay there until 5 o'clock?
Mm-hmm.
The kids get out at 3, right? And according to Mrs. Mira's contract, she can leave at 3:15, but she stays until 5. And you stay until 5. Wow, that's really super. And you give all that time? What's Mrs. Mira going to do when you go on to junior high? Huh? Going to be hard to replace. Appreciate all your work. I know she does, for sure. Hi.
Hi.
You're Rhonda? And your last name?
Jill.
And how old is Rhonda?
11.
And you're in what grade?
6.
Oh, so you're going to go on to junior high, too. Who's your teacher?
Mr. Sparback.
Okay. Does junior high worry you, or are you excited about moving on to junior high?
Kind of.
Kind of excited or kind of worried?
Both.
Have you heard? Yeah, right. That's very good. Have you heard stories about what'll happen to you at junior high?
No.
You haven't. Have you had your orientation? They usually let you go over there and take a look around, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Have you had that yet?
No.
Okay. So that's coming up. Are you going to get involved in any activities at the junior high, like athletics or cheerleading or anything like that?
I'm not sure.
You're not sure. Okay. Why are you Hazel Hero, Rhonda?
Miss Badinsky says that I'm a hard worker.
Now, who is Miss Badinsky?
I serve a squad 4.
Pardon me?
I serve a squad 4.
So you're a service squad girl.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Or a service squad person. I guess boys can be too, can't they? Okay. So you go to Miss Badinsky's class much like... Okay. And what are your specific duties?
I wash the board and staple papers.
Okay. And that's every day?
Mm-hmm.
How long does that take you?
About 15, 20 minutes.
Okay. And then, so you leave late from school every day to be a service squad girl. That's really good. We really appreciate that. And I know Miss Badinsky does. Right? Okay, thank you very much for your help. And then from Webster School, our last Hazel hero for the month of April, Sherry Hill, right?
Yes.
And how old are you, Sherry?
7.5.
And what grade does that make you in?
First,
First grade? And who's your teacher?
Miss O'Hanian.
And what kind of things do you guys do in Mrs. O'Hanion's class?
Math. Spelling.
Anything else?
We write sentences.
You write sentences? Why would you write sentences, do you think?
So we can learn.
So you can learn how to spell all the words and put them down right and things like that, right?
Yes.
Capitalize the letters, right?
Yes.
She makes you work pretty hard, doesn't she?
Yes.
Yeah, I know. She always has. Why are you a Hazel hero, Sherry?
Because I always help everyone in the classroom that's new, and I do my work, and I have nice printing.
You have nice printing? How did you learn how to print so nicely? Anybody teach you? Just
No.
learned it all on your own?
Yeah.
Okay. How do you help other students? What kind of questions do they ask you, Sherry?
Sometimes they ask me how to do the math.
Okay, and you can help them with their math? Okay. Those students appreciate that, don't they?
Yes.
And I know that your teacher appreciates your help, and we appreciate your help, too. So there we have it. Hazel's Heroes for April 1986. All right, the last part of our program is to award the certificates to our students. Mr. Gibson, our superintendent, is here to do that, and to give the T-shirts is Ann Bashinsky, our community education coordinator. We also, in addition to the certificate, are giving a Dairy Queen that certificate for a free Dairy Queen to all Hazel's Heroes that's been donated by the Dairy Queen on 9 Mile Road. So you can talk to your mom and your dad and say, hey, how about a Dairy Queen on tonight? All right? And go down and get one, even though it's cold. Okay, Mr. Gibson.
Okay, the first recipient is Rachel Shepard from United Oak School. Congratulations. Rhonda Chu from United Oaks. Congratulations, Rhonda. Andrea Mount Bryan from Hoover School. Congratulations, Andrea. Christina Tremeri from Hoover School. Congratulations. Melissa Sinkowitz from Hoover School. Congratulations. Sherry Hill from Webster School. Congratulations. Linda Williamson from Longfellow School. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Brandy Radcliffe from Roosevelt School. Congratulations. Kendra Wall from Roosevelt School. Hi there. And Amanda Pablo from Roosevelt. Congratulations.
Okay, there we have it. Hazel's Heroes for